guys, it's Penguin Forces here with another daily progression report. And we did get a couple of upgrades here and there. Actually just two items. But the big goal today was to try to level up Greater Rift 42 tokens to get them all the way up to 43. So we've got a bunch of 43 tokens right here. We've got 21. And we've got two more 42 tokens left. So we're going to be spending those two later on next time that we play. And we're going to try to be doing that 43 as well. So we are getting higher up. Like I've been stating in the past previous videos, I am very confident in completing 42s, and this shows by getting so many 43 tokens. I'm very confident in completing 42 tokens, and I'm also very confident in completing 43 tokens. 44 tokens, not quite sure. I do have a couple here, but I'm not quite sure. That's probably when I'm going to have to be trading all my toughness into damage. So as you see right there, I have 33 million toughness. And the reason why this is just because I have ancient items that have high toughness stats. And also I do have the Unity on and also String of Ears, which is again giving me a high boost in toughness. So I may be having to trade it out. But before I talk about that, let's go talk about the two items that I found today. We found a new Stone of Jordan. My last Stone of Jordan was a fire skills of 20%, and it had elite damage of 30%. And this one does the job very well. The only difference between my last Soj and this Soj is that my last one had intelligence, and this one naturally rolled crit hit damage. So that's very nice. That's very good for our damage here. And we rolled off the intelligence on this Stone of Jordan to get a socket. So our Stone of Jordan is doing a bunch of damage, a whole bunch of damage, and that's great. And then our second item was a Witching Hour, and it naturally rolled pretty high crit hit damage. So we rolled off the attack speed, no need for it at all, and we had vitality. So I'm very glad I had an armor roll and got rid of the attack speed for vitality. So we may be using this one in the near future. So we'll be using Witching Hour, getting rid of the String of Ears, and also we'll be getting rid of the Unity. We may be using Halo Arliss, or we may be using the Roaring of Grandeur. So let's go ahead and show what the stats here. It's got crit hit damage with cooldowns. We're going to be using this one. So not only because it's providing a lot of armor, but actually because of the Frost Nova, the natural skill that we get from it. So it'll be providing crowd control. We'll be able to freely move around better. We'll be able to have better positioning of ourselves on the map. So that's our first choice of ring, and also the Royal Ring of Grandeur. And we may be using pants, or we may be using the Leorc's crown, depending. We'll just have to see what happens. So yeah, Royal Ring of Grandeur. That may be our options. But so far, still feeling comfortable with what I'm using here. It's a bunch of toughness stats, I do understand. But let me go ahead and roll the details on here as well. So 33 million, it's almost 34 million, and we've got a pretty high damage stats. Again, don't let this decide how well you can do greater rifts. You actually got to be looking at each individual stat themselves. So we have a bunch of armor because of prismatic armor. Prismatic armor makes it so that we have a static bonus of armor and also all resist as well. And then I mean, what else is there to look? There's also I guess you can, let's see here. I'm trying to find life percent, but I cannot find it right. Ah, there it is. Total life bonus is 74%, so pretty high up there because we've got it on various bunch of gear here. Shoulders, belts. We've also, where else? Big part of it is from the gem that we put in, and just other places as well too. And then vitality, of course, is helping out us out a lot. I've learned over time that life percent is good. I've always understood that, but it's going to be helping you out a whole bunch in higher greater rifts. So definitely take that. We've got 1.1 million HP, and again, I could be taking a bunch more hits. So yeah, I'll just leave the details up for you guys right there. And we had a bunch of fun streaming, and we were talking about a bunch of topics about PTR 2.2, Wizards in general, what it's looking out like in the future, and just had some fun as well. So again, lots of fun. We're going to be seeing what happens with the Greater Rift tokens, the level 43s. And I'll also show you my current rank at the Greater Rifts. So we're at 156 right now. There's been a lot of wizards that have been placing high in the Greater Rifts. Our goal is to try to get to 44. If we can complete 44, we are still going to be pushing on, of course. But if we could get to 44, if we get past 43, I'll be very happy. So we'll see what happens. But we are definitely pushing forward, and we'll be seeing what happens next time. But other than that, you guys take care.